It's time for another Netflix original movie. This time it's the big budget, Zack Snyder directed Army of the Dead. There's been lots of the Dead movies, lots of zombie movies recently. So what does this do to really shake up the mould? Well, it kind of infuses it with a heist movie, which is one way to really draw me in this one. We have the city of Las Vegas, which has turned into a zombie outbreak and has been walled off by the government. All the zombies are contained within there. They are about to drop a nuke on it within the next 72 hours. And it's up to Dave Bautista's mercenary group to go in there, to steal all the money that's in the vaults below Las Vegas and get the hell out before the bomb drops. It's as simple as that. What could go wrong? Zack Snyder creates a wonderful story here, taking his time with a 2 hour and 30 minute run time to really allow the characters to breathe. And it doesn't mean that the movie's slow, it just means that it's measured in the way that it takes its time. Gathering together its group of individuals is fun. Now, a lot of the people that join this group are really standout characters, the kind of characters that feel a little overwritten in certain points, but because of the performances, because of the delivery of their lines, they become really enigmatic and engaging characters that I loved to spend time with. Most of the group was super fun and ones that I wanted to see get to the end of this adventure, particularly Dieter, the safecracker, who was hilarious, and the helicopter pilot that was just one of these wonderful characters that just says everything as it is generally, and you get a small idea of this grander world that's going on here. You know, it doesn't feel like a really small story. You get an idea of how this has affected larger America, even though you don't get to see it. You get the camps outside of this context. You get political leanings in it. There's lots of modern day commentary on the world as it is, whether it be walling off parts of the country, whether it be politicians looking after the greater good, whether it be people taking advantage of other people, whether it be war heroes being subjugated and forgotten about after their heroics and what they have done. There's lots of things in this, and it's kind of on the nose, but at the heart of it, this is a big budget, brash action movie. And how does it deliver? Well, it does really well. We get these wonderful scenes of break-ins, of heists, of zombies that really do feel fresh and different each and every time. And there is certain rules to this world that have shaken things up a little bit. The main zombie and his crew aren't your typical zombies. There seems to be two factions here. You get the shamblers, which are just the typical Walking Dead, and then you get the other zombies that are fast, smart, seem to be just like modified humans almost, and they are more deadly and more terrifying. And these two different factions lead to wonderful couple of scenes. There's one particularly tense sequence that I loved, where you have these zombies that are almost in a daze, that are just waiting for people to go by. Now, I know it's like other movies like Train to Busan, where they've got a similar sequence where they're just waiting for them to wake up and attack, but the tension is drawn out and the delivery of the action after that sequence is exemplary and really just fun and explosive, in your face, and just smile inducing, which is one of the key moments in here. There are some characters where you can see exactly where they're headed, and I'm talking about sort of antagonistic characters, but what happens to them is rather enjoyable, and I liked the comeuppance to some people in this one. The one thing I didn't really like was the fact that not every character makes it to the end, because there was some here that I really enjoyed. I found this ragtag group of people marginalised by society, looking for that big score to kind of fix their lives, really great. And although it does feel certainly tropey in aspects, it doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the movie. It looks great. I love the idea of this post-apocalyptic Las Vegas, the idea of the society on the fringes of that, the unknown craziness that's going on within there, and particularly the main zombie character, bad guy, was really interesting. There was certain moments where things are happening where I felt, well, that doesn't really make much sense. Why would somebody do that? Only to go to a scene or two later where it's then explained why he's wearing a metal mask at some point, which I thought was genius and I hadn't seen done before. But it's just lots of scenes like that. I felt the movie was really enjoyable. I felt it was a great Sunday afternoon movie where I sat down, put my feet up and get lost in this world of one-liners and explosions that all delivered a hell of a lot of fun. It's a really good Netflix original movie, something that's rare these days, something that I could recommend checking out. If you watch zombie movies, if you want big action movies, if you're kind of missing the things that would be in the cinema and play great, this is something you could check out. I wish I had seen it on the big screen. I'd love to know your thoughts on Army of the Dead. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.